Good morning. This judgment I was expecting because you see the stamp vendors are bold enough, dare enough, rich enough, politically enough to sell the stamp papers, excess the rate apart from their legally eligible commission. But we could not do anything till date. But recent Supreme Court judgment says licensed stamp vendors are public servants. They are subject to PC Prevention of Corruption Act. Therefore, hereinafter, if any stamp vendor claims excess amount, you can very well lodge a complaint to Vigilance and Anti-Corruption and make him to Gulf. This is apart from that, this is a good case for getting acquittal for Prevention of Corruption Act. This is the AR 2025 Supreme Court 3153. AR 2025 Supreme Court 3153. Aman Bhatia versus GNCT. Here the first ratio was that accused stamp vendor demanded excess amount than the value of stamp paper. Punch witness could not recollect whether he had informed raid officer about any demand of excess amount. Punch witness did not indicate any implied demand. Raid officer deposed that he did not hear conversation regarding demand and acceptance of excess amount. Prosecution did not examine any other witness on allegation of demand by stamp vendor. There was unexplained delay of approximately 3 hours between apprehension and seizure of stamp vendor and calling IO to the spot. Seizure memo of stamp papers and sale register did not mention time of seizure. Only 2 currency notes were recovered, both of which were smeared with phenolphthalein powder. It was difficult to determine whether change in the color of solution was triggered by handling of rupees 10 note to which stamp vendor was entitled or rupees 2 note which was the excess amount. Prosecution had failed to establish beyond all reasonable doubt. However, set aside the lower court conviction and high court confirmation and acquitted him, but correctly held that stamp vendors are public servants by reading lot of reading out principles. I would like to take you to that relevant portions which would enable you to improve your way of argument. First of all, this is initially an Act 1947 says definition of public servant is under section 21 of Indian Penal Code. But thereafter legislation intent to amend it, they have enlarged the scope of public servant. So one of the scope they have stated, a person would be a public servant under section 2CI of 1 of the PC Act if he is in the service of government or in the pay of the government. Then third one is very important, remunerated by fees or commission for performance of any public duty. Contract laborers, corporation, contract laborer, electricity board, who all are being remunerated by fees by the government for the performance of public duty. So they all are coming within the definition. Therefore, or may be read as and. However, present case does not warrant such a reading. This is what the interpretation of remuneration in light of Delhi province stamp rules. Remuneration by the government fees or commission for the performance of any duty. Therefore, the licensed vendor who have a right to collect a commission is a public servant. Then they have also stated that their vendors will be 2 classes, one ex officio agent and another one licensed or specifically licensed agent. So the collector may appoint any person to sell the stamp vendor. These things are there almost. I am very happy about this judgment as well as the attempt by the Prevention of Corruption Authority in bringing these antisocial elements who exhibits dareness and utter disappearance to the law as well as the High Court administration. Some of the stamp vendors used to come by car, costly car. What had happened earlier, all are now. Let us see what is going on. Even still, sometimes stamp vendors are selling excess amount. Best wishes.